Holy crap, guys. Captain America is HYDRA. Spoiler alert. If you're reading the current comic book series of Captain America, you just found out that Steve Rodgers is officially HYDRA. And the creators have confirmed this is not a gimmick. They are making him have been a HYDRA agent the entire time we followed him. And nerds are freaking out. And at first I was like, yeah, what the heck are they doing? But then I stopped for a second and I asked myself a question. Other than the movies, when was the last time I really cared about a Captain America property? The answer is really, not really ever. I think the movies are the only time I really got excited for Captain America, and that's pretty much it, and that's kind of sad. I think maybe Heroes Reborn, and that was, I don't know, like 20 years ago maybe. And the fact is that like Captain America is a patriotic character, and he was made as propaganda when he first came out, to have a symbol for America to fight against, during the war. I don't even know my history that well right now, but you guys know I'm going at. Like they needed someone to embattle Hitler and empower America and go, yeah, we're amazing. Look at this symbol we have. That's what he was. And that's just not relevant these days. People aren't patriotic like that. People don't care that much about a character like this. And I hold true to that. I do think, though, that it is messing with the legacy to say that everything he's ever done was always in service of HYDRA. If you don't know, HYDRA is an evil organization, basically Nazis, and that is insane. That is crazy. But I had to stop and ask myself another question. When was the last time something like this happened? And I'll say Superior Spider-Man. And I'll say, how amazing was Superior Spider-Man? And I'll say, it was absolutely freaking my favorite thing ever, and I still miss it. Superior Spider-Man is when Spider-Man basically switched bodies and brains with Doc Ock, and basically you had a Spider-Man operating as a villain. And it was a great arc, a great story. It was a great take on Spider-Man, and it was really, really amazing. And ultimately they went back to the status quo, and now I kind of find Spider-Man to be boring again. But I think that when you have a situation where you have a character like Captain America that isn't that interesting on the offset, you have to do crazy things with him to make him interesting. Like at one point during Secret Invasion, they revealed that, he had always been a Skrull the entire time. Or then they killed him and he came back to life and all this stuff happens. And I just feel like with things like this, despite the creators saying that, the writers saying that this is not a gimmick, it is absolutely a gimmick, but it is a smart gimmick because it makes me, someone who didn't care before, care about Captain America. It makes me want to pick up this book and find out what's going on. Is that real? It says if you go and look at previous iterations of Captain America, you can see hints of it here and there. And they've been writing this into the storyline for about 2 years. So I think that's brilliant, and I love the idea of that because frankly, the name of the game here isn't to keep your heroes good or to honor legacy. The name of the game here is to make money. The name of the game here is to make interesting story arcs and make things people want to read and people care about, even if it does mean betraying the character. So I'm not really at arms or angry about really what they're doing. I do think it is kind of disrespectful to the people that wrote before, this generation. It is kind of crazy to say, oh yeah, this guy that you love, this guy that you grew up with, the guy that you look up to, he's always been a fraud. That kind of sucks. But really, how many people do you know that actually genuinely look up to or care about Captain America these days? Like really, in the Marvel universe and the movies, you have those kids who are like, yeah, Captain America, he's my hero. Agent, I can't think of his name right now, in S.H.I.E.L.D. The head guy in S.H.I.E.L.D., you know what I'm talking about right now. But he looked up to Captain America. He kept his cards with him. He was a big deal to him. That does not happen in this day and age in the real world. Again, the name of the game is telling a solid story. And I think that this is a solid way to tell a story. It creates intrigue and background. It's like when you find out that that thing in a flashback that brings everything together, and everything you watched an entire season of a show is like, oh, I have to go and examine that now. That's what this just did. Now I have to go backstories of Captain America, something I didn't think I would ever do. Even when they made Captain America black, I was still like, it's Captain America. I didn't really care that much. But now I care, and I bet you do too. And let me address for a second the whole Give Captain America a boyfriend hashtag. If you don't know, there's a big hashtag going on Twitter where people want Captain America to basically be gay because of the appearance of Chris Evans in the movies. Because to be honest, in those movies, he does kind of have a pretty feminine look to him, but he definitely just made out with one of the Carter women again. He's just going down the entire family tree. He's just making out with all the women. So I think that it's kind of solidified that he's straight. So no need to make a sudden change that doesn't really make sense all of a sudden, you know? Like Bucky and him don't really have that kind of relationship. They haven't been friends in years, and he was brainwashed before that and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's gonna all of a sudden trigger a, oh yeah, just so you know, bro, I'm totally into your butt. What's up, son? I just don't think it's gonna happen, and so that's just how I feel. I don't think it needs to happen, and I have nothing against it, but why? Because that's how Chris Evans looks. That's really it. That's the only reason why they're saying anything, because it's Chris Evans' look. If anyone else played him who was more rugged, they would not be saying this right now, and we all know it. But let me know down below how you guys feel about this. How you feel about Marvel making one of their big, humongous heroes into a baddie, into a double agent, into a mastermind of evil. Okay, it's not that bad, but it could be. We don't know. Let's keep reading and watching and paying attention, and maybe we'll get there. Let me know down below, guys, how you feel. And again, I make videos about 5 times a week. My name is Chris. You can find me here all the time on YouTube. I am currently moving, so I will not be putting out as many videos as usual, but I got some things in store for this channel. I'm bringing back nerd motivation. I'm going hard in the paint, and you guys will love what I'm doing, I hope. Thanks a lot, guys, and see you guys next week. Albert, use teleport. And again, keep in mind that if you hate something enough in comic books, they real retcon it, so this isn't really ruining anything at all. Anyway.